Check, 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 check. Cool. Seems like it's working. It picked it up right away. Let me fix this record. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay, I think we're good. Let's, not Talishar, what was I thinking? Batberry. We gotta add in the VTuber. Is that not on the scene anymore? Did it disappear? Is there like a reload? Here, we'll go out and in. Weird. Let's see really fast. Try and fix that real quick. Yeah. No, it says it's there. Weird. Is it because I'm in a hidden channel? Let's see, did that work? No, it didn't. That is so weird. Okay. Well, VTuber is broken, so that's super fun. Let me close out of a couple things on here as well. Okay, we'll have to work on fixing the VTuber thing, but that's for another time. Today we're going to be doing more Puffin testing. I've been seeing quite a few lists floating around. I'm thinking that I might want to change off of Copper Cog. So I'm actually going to make a copy of my first deck list for Puffin and see if we can change a little bit of it to be something that I think will work a little bit better. Let's call Puffin 2. So first things first, we're going to remove the Copper Cogs. I've seen some people playing some interesting choices, then also removing these soup ups, and you'll see why in a second here. So what I've seen is I've seen some people playing some interesting blues. They actually might be in my maybe section. Let's see. They are not in my maybe section. Okay. So I've seen a few people testing out some stuff. Kind of want to try it out. So first thing I saw was people playing blue Goldwing Turbine. Helps with gold generation, which feels pretty good. And then also I saw some people playing actually another new card. Let's see if I can find it on here. It's one of the interesting tiny 2-block cards. This guy right here. Seen some people playing this. So I kind of want to try out a couple of those. Some Goldwing Turbines, and then we actually have one open slot here that I think is there anything? I'm torn on Loan Shark. Loan Shark might be fine as a 2 of still. Let's try. Do I have CNCs on the side? No. I think I want to change around just a couple things here. So let's go one less of this. And then let's toss in 2 CNCs. We're going to try out that for a deck list today. See how things go. Gibby. Okay. Let's go there. Old Time Zone's kind of for this matchup a little bit. So we can get rid of some of the blocking cards. Put in another yellow. A Dissolving Shield actually isn't the worst here. It's like an AB on a stick. But I kind of like Jolly Roger. That's what it's called, right? Jolly Bludger. This is a pretty good starting hand too. What's the destination? Dude, hopefully a win. Let me start a prediction for you, actually, in case you want to do that. How are you doing, Mitch? Saw you in Scowling stream earlier today. Gosh, that is so bright. We're trying out some more puffin today. We swapped up just a tiny bit of stuff at the beginning of stream, so we'll see if it ends up paying off or not. Sapphire Amulet. What's this on? +1 int. That's interesting. He's just leaving these cards banished? Okay. I mean, I don't really have a way of pitching this and pitching this, right? So I could go here for this. Or I just overpitch. So I could play this, crank it. So many decisions. Because this isn't... Attacking with this isn't correct. Can almost feel super confident on that. I do think we want to threaten this, though. Maybe we just leave Cerebellum to crank it for the next turn. How have you been doing today, though? I'm just trying to get in some games. I'm just in some free time before 6 rolls around. Man, they blocked with 3 Open the Floodgates. So we know to name Open the Floodgates when the time comes on Null Time Zone. So let's go ahead and put this in Arsenal. Pretty mediocre hand here. Let me get this light turned on so you can actually see me. What? I guess one thing that's kind of cool is if they don't want to do anything, they could just Sapphire Amulet. I feel like they're playing super weird, though. We can actually get a pretty good turn here because of the Cerebellum and Cog in the Machine. We don't really need the Loan Shark. So let's play this. And we'll crank it. And then we're going to double crank the Cog in the Machine. So we go up an action point. Just because right now we have pitch for Conqueror. We're going to draw another card. So we at least have that. But not too much else going on. Chilling, waiting for the weekend for the pre-release. Besides that, gotta start learning next week because June starts, which means session starts. Not sure what you mean by that. I'm gonna double crank here. But we don't want to put it back under. What do you mean by session? I'm also really excited for pre-release. think this set looks phenomenal. So, man, this is a tempting throw actually because of overpower. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we stumble into here. I know we can technically keep this action point for a little bit later in the turn, but our hand is kind of clunked a smidge. We can't play this with Go again. What's going on, Pockets? Testing is very early still. Trying to figure some stuff out. And it's been going fine, but I'm testing out a slightly different Puffin list right now. So we drew another blue. Okay. So we can't get another blue into our pitch zone, so that's not going to happen. So what we should do, I think we can set up the Cerebellum for the next turn and put it into our arsenal. Session means lots of exams due to the fact that your 4th semester of college is ending. Dude, that's exciting though. Are you excited? What are you studying? I'm sure he probably does not want me to steal this, because this is free for me if I get a second action point. Studying finance, nice. When I initially went into college, I went in because I really wanted to go into business, and completely decided against it. But still cool. But yeah, congratulations, getting towards the end of everything. So 4th semester, I'm assuming you mean like you're getting further along, so how much longer do you have in classes, or is this like tail end? Doesn't matter what the degree is in. Degree can never be taken from you. Keep it the rest of your life. Yeah. It's true. I feel like my degree didn't really help me get to where I'm at now. It kind of led me a direction, right? It taught me a lot of good things, but I think once I got into like actually like professional career, my degree just didn't matter. Second year, it's only one more. Okay. From my experience, I would say trying to decide whether or not you want to go for the masters is entirely dependent on like, do you want to like give up your time for that masters, right? Because is this guy gonna try and combo me from 40? I mean, it looks like he's gonna try to. I would say overall, from my experience, so I went to school for software engineering. I would say masters is mostly not worth it, but it is also completely dependent on like what your situation is. Turned 21 this July. Yeah, you're still young. Okay, he's restarting the turn. Bachelor's in Cyber this year. I saw that you swapped to education. I used to be a assistant teacher, just a non-credentialed teacher for mathematics, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. think we just AB1 here. I don't know that it's doing enough to me. Couldn't handle teaching other stuff. Man, he literally saw Blazing Aether on the top. That's crazy. What is this? Destroy this, gain 1? Oh. Is that just a better... Is this just a better chest piece than the one that they were using previously? Because weren't they using the one that was like... It's like a cloak, right? Spellfire Cloak. Oh, that's an AB1 piece. AB1 only during the opponent's turn. Yeah, blocks 0. So that's just like a better one? That's crazy. I think, honestly, when I was doing education and stuff, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It felt like I was doing something important. Man, this hand is terrible. So, I think that if you're able to find ways to, like, get satisfaction out of what you're doing, I think that's the biggest thing. I feel very satisfied with, like, what I'm doing right now. I think education was a really good fit, but at the time that I was getting into it, it was just not a good time. It was, like, right when COVID was starting. That's fair. Yeah, if you can get it paid for, then it's definitely worth it. But outside of that, I don't know. Do I just go Dovetail here and see if he blocks? I feel like that's probably pretty good. Because I realize I'm kind of digging here. If he snap blocks this, then maybe we know that we're kind of in a okay-ish spot. It does get harder, yeah. That is definitely true. Like, it's definitely a lot more difficult now if I wanted to go in and try and get my master's. I've been out of education for 5 years, almost 6 years, I think, if I'm doing my math right. 5 or 6 years now. I don't understand why this guy's not blocking. May have a family, wife. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything changes when all that stuff starts coming up, because it's like, then you got to keep in mind, it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe now my life situation has changed in a way that, you know, I can't, I don't have the luxury of being able to do what I was previously planning to do. He's just trying to keep... I feel like it's probably better for me to keep... You know what I could do here? Let's do this. We're going to say go again on it, and then I'm going to crack the Sapphire Amulet. And then just draw up and have a huge turn next turn if he decides to not go off. Because we just chained 15 damage. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand. I feel like a lot can change, though, over the course of, you know, even just a couple years. Like, when I was getting into... So when I'm getting out of college, actually, I met Lauren, and, like, everything changed for me after that. Like, just... every life decision that was being made was completely different. Yeah. It just changed everything. We'll do this one. Sonic Boom I'm not too scared of. Kindles. He kindles again. Are we over? Or are we opening? Are we opening some floodgates here? I'm pretty sure I want to Tunic in response. And then we'll AB 3, I think, right? We'll pitch in the Skywarden. And we're gonna just take the 1. Put that on bottom. I feel like every 3 to 5 years seems to change a lot somehow. Yeah. I feel like everyone nowadays focuses so much on their careers, they don't want to meet other people. Yeah, that's very true. I met a lot of people when I first was getting into like my career that they just didn't care about anything besides like what was actively going on for them. Actually, this may be a risk. What's going on, Trent? We're gonna poly. I do. Man, we drew another not very good card here. Because I can't play this. It's an awkward hand. Maybe I just draw off the gold? Or maybe I wait. If I draw off the gold into a blue, that's like crazy good. But it puts me at risk of just like dying. And I think I need to threaten a kill. Yeah, Soup Up is crazy good. I think we do this and we maybe just pass after that. I mean, we'll Spitfire and then pass. Kitty cat's freaking out on the floor over here. She's really cute though. Get him down to 3. I really wish I had something to pitch into. Maybe my opponent will give me an opportunity to pitch. No. Okay. I'm perfectly okay with seeing this. And then we still have Polycranka on the next turn. I really like Soup Up in this deck. I took out the blue Soup Ups for this list, and I put in 2 of those, 2 of the Teeth of the Cog card. The when you defend, destroy an item, make a cog. I do think this is crazy for them. I didn't even think about whether or not this card would be good or not for like Kano, but a block 1 is crazy good. You just block it and then instant speed use it. Hyping a little over Josh Law's Nimby Bolton deck, early testing. Okay, I watched 1 game of that, and it looked kind of cool. It looked kind of cool. Okay. He gets whatever he wants off of this regardless. I should still probably AB3. It's just how I AB3. I'd probably do this. Because I'm going to draw a card this next turn, almost guaranteed. He put that on top. So he's just expecting to draw into it? Okay. So we're most likely going to get disrupted as fast as possible. I would assume he's going to go off in response to this. No? What's going on, Aggro? I see you over on YouTube. How's it going? I wasn't sure if you were streaming or not today. I figured I was just getting home from work and I was like, I'll go live for a little bit. Probably won't be live terribly long, but go live for a little bit, test out some Puffin. I was going to be playing games anyways, so I figure might as well, you know. So we got a Kano and a Kindle, another Kano. I think I need to refresh. And then a Ragamuffins. Grows lame. No, he's just doing his own thing. Flipping the Aether Wildfire. Okay. What's my YouTube? My YouTube is just DAUTT. Very simple. I'll, I think it's at, I forget exactly how they specify how to use it. Okay, we're Stormstriders. We're resolving Kindle. We're resolving Kano, maybe. Don't stream on Wednesday. It gives you time to enjoy other content. Okay. I wasn't sure if you did streams on Wednesday. I feel like every once in a while you do streams on Wednesday. Second time they pop. Yeah. Yo. Thank you for the follow. Pretty sure that's a Twitch follow. Yeah. Thank you for the Twitch follow. As a mod, you know for a fact he doesn't stream Wednesday or Friday? I didn't know that. Thank you for the follow, Pockets. It's all good if you're not following. I don't mind. I'm not on here trying to build up like a crazy user base. I'm just trying to come here and just play. Have some good times, you know? You need 1 day of break from you? I guess that's maybe fair. Okay. Pop is a card that exists. He still has... This eats the Stormstriders, right? Yeah. He has to stack it, yeah. Pop could kill the shark? You mean this? You mean Polycranka? Or you mean this one? Oh yeah, no, it can. It can kill my shark. I'm kind of okay with him killing my shark, if I'm being honest. Okay, so Lessons doesn't... Oh no, Lessons does do something. He has an active Kano. So we just gotta pitch as much as we can into this. A little unfortunate. Am I just dead no matter what I pick here? What's my arsenal? My arsenal is a 4 cost. I can still send lethal if I pitch one here. Even if my card is unplayable, I can still present lethal with Unicycle. But I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. Yeah, because this is 3. Then I'm down to 5, and then that's plenty. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. I don't think there's anything that I could do there. Yeah. Let me choose prediction outcome on that one. We'll go into Puffin 2. Yeah, I just want to grind out some games, try and get some actual practice in on, not 1-0, 0-1. Get some practice in on Puffin, just kind of see how things feel, try out some stuff. Not sure how everything feels so far, so getting in some of this early testing and seeing what I like versus what I don't like is, I figured, pretty good, you know. Okay, I probably want these. They make auras, not items. I like Lone Shark a little bit less. I like Cerebellum a little bit less. But I do want the blue count, so maybe I go 1 less here. A little less aggressive, maybe. Who pulled up for Nats with a half-big Falda? This person right here. Have I qualified for US Nats? I did not qualify for US Nats, no. This card just does nothing. Do I set myself up for a huge turn by blocking with that? Probably not, right? I don't think so. Kano does Kano things with the pop boots. Yeah. I mean, they nearly misplayed it, which is, like, also a thing. That's a pretty good card. Let's see if I can make this Cloud Skiff big. Civic Peak has actual play with Falda. Which one's Civic Peak? You're gonna make me look up cards. Civic Peak. Are you talking about when this defends, another hero draws a card, Temper 2. That's pretty good, actually. Oh man, I just drew like the actual nuts. Right? Or actually, hold on. I'm doing my math wrong. I am doing my math wrong, darn it. Is it probably, it's probably correct to just Cloud Skiff then. Yeah, it's just correct to the Cloud Skiff. Also lets your opponent draw a card, don't give out free cards. Yeah, I mean, I gave them a free Seismic because I just drew, right? Look how fast they fixed the Gravy Armory deck. And I mean, the Gravy Armory deck was just broken the way that they ended up handling it. I think the fact that they had to errata so many cards like right away is just really, really annoying. Yeah, Pockets, you're streaming this weekend? Is that correct? Did you miss something with his Armory deck? Yeah, the Armory deck got errated. There's a couple parts of it that got errated. You're a fan of the Call of the Grave reprint? I think it was necessary. It's good to like put those out into just out into the world, you know? I know there's a lot of people that were still looking for them, and they're just really expensive for not really a good reason. So depending on how many blues we get here, we actually just get to block with Teeth, which seems pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. What does this card do? Sure. Are you playing... What? Is this just because it's a... I would assume that's just because it's a stats thing. Anticipating getting your case study this weekend or as late as Wednesday. Be looking to stream. Okay. If you are streaming, definitely let me know. I'd like to watch. I know I am trying to figure out right now my cases and everything, my case should be here probably next week, assuming everything goes smoothly. You know, there's send a message. Okay. I do want to crank. I want to draw as well. Man, I'm just too good at this game. I'm just too good. If I need stuff, let you know. I will. Yeah, I'm in the process of figuring out what exactly it is that I'm gonna need. Because I'm still trying to figure out. I know I'm gonna probably have a common rare play set, but I do like a lot of like rainbow foils. So if there's rainbow foils that I end up looking for, then I'll end up probably hitting you up or something. I just want rainbow foil just in general of a lot of stuff. So we'll have to see. But I'm getting, I mean, I have 3 pre-releases that I'm going to this weekend. I mean, I'm going to one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then technically one on Monday. So it's not... Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately I gave them 2 seismics because I drew 2 cards, but I'm kind of okay with it. It's alright. It's only good for brutes. Let's drop power he got, it'll spike. Yeah. I'm still dealing a lot of damage here, even despite giving them 5 seismic surges. Like, they play 1 card for free, most likely. But I'm still sending this for 7 go again. And if they don't block this out, then I get a free Spitfire for 3. What hero wants to play Balance of Justice? I don't know. A few, maybe, if they have spots. Hold a spot for cards. Expect orders to change weekend. Yeah. People are going to be changing around what they want, depending on like what's actually performing versus not as well. It's another big aspect of just like new cards and stuff like that. Really good turn here. You're saying that a lot of people want to play Balance of Justice? I'm not really keeping around anything here. I'm not gonna go into the next turn with cogs. They are on Guardian though, so Loan Shark into Polycrankum might actually be a thing. Do I bother? Like, Because I could go block here. I'm trying to think what that looks like. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I avoid the debilitate potentially, right? In case he pummels. And then I can loan shark, poly, draw a card, Cogworks, pitching this. And then I actually am starting on a turn with a cog as well from the Tinkerings. I feel like Riptide's getting really good. I feel like Riptide's really cool. Let's see if I get pummeled here. Which is tilted by Riptide as someone with Warrior's Power. Yeah. Oh, Simon is tilted by Riptide. You think Simon's tilted by Riptide? Or am I just missing that? Frailty makes me sad. There's a lot of decks that I have played in the past that like really dislike Frailty. Having to play into like Codex of Frailty when I was playing like full combo Dio, you'd like high octane and you're pinging for 1 instead of pinging for 2. It just feels bad. Just play Codex yourself. I mean, I could, right? Don't get me wrong. And I have before, but not so much recently. Okay, that makes more sense. So this is the one thing I hate about OpenCC is I've had so many games just have this happen where it's like we're in the middle of the game, my opponent just AFKs. It's like, do I sit here? Once you let Puffin set up fire stuff, yeah. I'm loving the whole setup of Puffin and like how she works. Feels so good. Like the mechanics of like tapping the cogs and everything. I'm enjoying it a lot. Want a Jarl game? Yeah. Now, let me see what time it is. Yeah, I could do a Jarl game. Let me make a private game. Pockets, I'm dropping the link in chat, so be quick. Where's your fine, stupid green goblin? Dude, it can be pretty frustrating. That's for sure. I'm curious, actually, if Spitfire or Cogworks Blunderbuss is correct in this matchup. Good luck, Pockets. He doesn't make items. I probably just want some extra cards for defense here. We just got to be cautious about him breaking stuff. We pretty much don't want to block with our arms. What's going on, Russian? Man, this hand is a hand of all time. Let's try and do something with it. Yes. This one and this one. And then I will draw a card, and hopefully it is playable. Okay. How am I liking Puffin? Puffin feels really good. I'm enjoying her so far. We're just going to do this for the golden cog, and then we'll Spitfire. I don't think that it's worth playing out any of this stuff right now. You would not go with the go again one. You mean this? And I could play this, I just don't know that it's very good right here. I'm gaining 2, that's unfair. It's an okay hand. This hand at least converts a smidge better than our previous hand. It's not the best hand, but it's something, because like I can still go Loan Shark, pitch into this, Sky Skimmer, still shoot some stuff. Mangle's pretty good. This is just destroy. Yeah, Dreadbore is a little annoying with him. That's something I will give you. So we'll drop 2 off of that. We will play this. Get 2 gold. Crank the first one. Play this, pitch this. Crank this one. I got a ton of cogs. Give me a good card, please. That is not a good card. I mean, it is a card. We could convert the gold, or I think we maybe just want to keep it. It could just be fine as an arsenal target as well, actually. Maybe on just like a smaller turn, or we just kind of have to pitch more heavily into it. I'm on Tunic next turn, so if I keep like a blue plus Tunic, it still probably feels fine. Has some pretty awkward starting hands here, though. What do I think of Marlin? I think Marlin's probably pretty good. I personally haven't played her, but I'm also just like not terribly interested in playing Marlin. The only time I ever really played Ranger was when Lexi was around. I played Ice Lexi back when it was like, man, I just don't draw blue. What is this? Just to dominate. Man, I wish I was keeping these around for Palantir. Yeah, the only time I ever really played her was when I really don't want to give up the arm slot. Do we poly to keep this turn just like consistently going? Because he hasn't shown much go again. And then he has to take a turn off for poly. This is a pretty aggressive poly, I will admit. But I think it's probably smart still. It's getting me out of an awkward spot. I mean, this is just free go again because I just cranked that. I like 0 for 4s. I think this turn is just Sky Skimmer into Cloud Skiff pitching this. Keep our Tunic. Imagining Glacial Footsteps for 9. Yeah. New is disgusting. I can't wait for her to be gone, if I'm being completely honest with you. She does not need to be doing some of the powerful plays that she does. It's a little annoying. I could also avoid losing 2 here because I haven't created or stolen a gold, and I could just tunic into Cloudskiff, or I just say okay and just lose 2. Maybe I just lose 2. I think tentatively we're gonna lose the 2. Oh, that's mean. Well, now we're going to do it because I really don't want to get IP'd this turn. New is pretty annoying. Winner's Bite. I'll pitch that guy back in. Which one's this one? -1. And then dominate on the next turn. Do we have a separate way of cranking? We don't have a way of cranking right now. We actually do here if it was to hit, but I don't think we're gonna have that luxury this turn. I think we still do this regardless. Where did this go? Did he put it on? Oh yeah, he put it on Tunic. It just doesn't show the minus. Wait, he put it on his own Tunic. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, can we go back to start of previous turn? Right? Okay. I pitched this. Which, in hindsight, no, this still is the correct pitch. Okay. No, we're messaging in chat. He said that it was wrong. I do want to crank it. Do I just send 7? Pitch this and this, put the Cogworks Dovetail in Arsenal. Gosh, it depends on what he's gonna dominate. Like, if he does dominate CNC, that feels terrible. I think maybe I just push damage here. Because, like, I lost a cog at the beginning of this turn, so this is 0 for 4. I feel like this deck has definitely some weird play lines that I'm not, like, super happy with right now. Like this. This feels really bad. This feels even worse. +3. Oh, do you have? Yeah, Crumbles and Earth card, huh? So keeping a card for Arsenal still would have been eaten. Man, I really don't want to give up. Such a risk if I go here. She might need to answer that.
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna mute for a sec. Alright, we back. Okay, this is a real feels bad, but now we really regret not taking this. Now is our turn just done? Like, do we just not get a turn at all? Because, like, Icequake also gives me a Frostbite. Pummel makes me discard a card. Probably CNC since they're not on an Arsenal. Am I wrong in thinking that this should have been... Oh, no, he can't break it yet. I'm thinking of something different. Okay. Pitching to get the card out of hand here is actually, like, super relevant. Create 3 Seismics. Beginning of your action phase, destroy this, put X cards. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Goodbye, Polly. She did a lot of nothing the whole game. Okay, we are going to go here, pitch this. So next king gets +3. I'm going to... Do I want to crank? Yes, I do. This currently doesn't have the galvanized trigger on it. So we are +3 right now. This would be +4. Pitch this. We're going to keep the soup up, and we're just going to send Spitfire for 9. Got a new Codex, Marvel Limpet, and Extended Art Dead Threads. Dude, Dead Threads, Extended Art is cool. I'm a big fan of that. I also like Limpet. It's probably not my favorite of the ally arts. I'm trying to think. I think Kelpie, Moray Le Fay are probably my favorites. Those ones are really cool. actually not the worst thing in the world. As long as we're not getting dominated here, I think this is actually fine. Your favorite Scuba? Scuba's a pretty good choice, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like his little tongue thing is kind of freaky. A little freaky dog. We're dominating a Mangle, right? Okay. Gotta think here. What is the correct play? If I go here, here. Then this is, you may tap a cog, create a golden cog. I go into next turn. I lose this cog. I get a new one. I can start the turn on Soup Up into Cloud Skiff. Yeah, I don't think we have too much of an option here. Nope. Yes, I do. Alright, Soup Up, coming in for 4. Give Arms or Tunic. I don't think giving Arms is worth it there. I'm pretty hesitant to use Arms there. I do like that on this turn cycle I can go Cloud Skiff, untap Zeppelin. This is a pain to get around, but not the worst. So now we just change our play pattern just a smidge more. It's kind of fine though. Quick dodge as well. Okay, so we don't need to go terribly wide this turn, but what we could do is we could go here, pitch this. Yeah, I like that actually. This is 4 on hit, threaten a cog for next turn. I think that's pretty good. We got Miko. This is Miko. She's our Siamese kitty. She's super cute. That's fine. I'm gonna tap. I'm not gonna crank. I'm probably gonna get iced out of my mind on this turn. Yup. 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 Alright. Okay. I'll take 6. Yes. So 1, 2, so it costs 4, so I just gotta go boom boom. Yeah, Miko's a sweetie. She's very skittish. That's one thing with her, so you gotta kind of be careful with her. She gets really freaked out easily. But she loves laying in her little tree. Let's see if we get some block out here. Gonna give me some cards, pockets. And I at least get to arsenal a card here, which is pretty nice. I don't know how relevant it's gonna be, but because of Channel Lake Frigid, but maybe we hold it for a turn cycle. I just realized that I forgot to start a prediction on this game. How are people supposed to get points if I don't start predictions? I smack him for a whole 1. Why you gotta do this to me? There's not really a whole lot I can do with these cards in the first place. Another phone call. Muting again. Give me just a moment. He could be stream sniping. I don't think he's stream sniping me, though. This is it feels bad. Cats are fine. You prefer dogs over cats. I get, though, that cats aren't as time-consuming as dogs are. Yeah, when we were first looking for a pet, we were looking for a pet that was more apartment-friendly. Since we just knew we'd be living in an apartment for a while. And so we actually... She is our second cat. Nico's our second cat. And then Pix, which I think you guys have probably seen Pix on stream before. She's a little gray kitty cat. She is our first. This is a hand of all time. I don't like this card. He's hovering a pummel here pretty heavily. Oh, pummel doesn't work on the weapon? Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, this hand kind of sucks. You know what it could do, though? It can demand 2 cards. Gotta play patient. Because this card has a very good on hit. It has go again, draw a card on hit right now. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we got 1 action point. This is a pretty good arsenal. I don't know that we have a super good way of converting the rest of our hand. So let's draw a card. Or actually, no, I don't want to draw a card. I want to shoot Cog, right? Actually, I do just want to draw a card. Because this gives me an opportunity to discard the Loan Shark. I am going to discard... Okay. So I won't have a gold on the next turn. but keeping these cards gives me a double crank. So I'm going to take 2. I know it's a little risky. No, it's very risky. My Spitfire or Blunderbuss Enjoyer. I am right now whatever wins me games Enjoyer. Which, seeing this on the other side of the table does not win me games. So far it's Spitfire though. So far it's Spitfire. Do I get a turn? Well, it's not fused, actually, so it's just damage. Do I just go crazy next turn? Double action point, draw a card, pitch this to this, get a gold, draw. Yeah. Nope. Icequake is annoying. Pockets is just like, that's scary. Yeah, 2 Frostbites is a little rough, but I've got a lot of stuff, and it is very easy for me to play my cards right now. So we are going to do this. We are going to pitch 3. We are going to crank and crank. We are going to pass because we don't care about the card going back in. That's a pretty good draw. We are going to play this and crank it. Do I draw right now? I probably do, right? That's a pretty good one, but not playable right now. So we want to... We want to do this first. And then what we could do here... Okay, we're blocking 5. Are you sure? You should block 7 on this card. He should be blocking 7 if he wants to avoid some shenanigans here, but I have a pretty good hand. The only awkward part is I can't really convert it extremely well. Here, yeah, he's blocking 7. That is the correct play. So I'm not going to get my untap, but what I am going to get is go again. Because this card's broken and very, very good utility. So now what we're going to do is we're going to keep that. We're going to Sky Skimmer, because we still have 2 more cogs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'll give it go again. And then we'll shoot for 2. Taking down to 4. If this is just a dominated card, then we're screwed, but that's okay. Okay, I think we drew the actual best card possible, right? We could just go block, block. And this is probably just fine. It's a pretty good set of cards there. Do want to do that. I think we want to make... We want to make a cog. Man. Okay, I could, like, super gamble here, but it's pretty risky. Right? Because I could go... Oh, no, I can't. because I won't have an extra action point. I am going to crank. I am going to say give me 8 block, though. So here's a D-react. Decompose makes sense. I'm going to go to 2. Do I unicycle? Do I unicycle? Man, this is a tough decision, actually. Because it could put him to 1. And then any breakpoint kills him. Assuming this isn't a 3 block. Yeah. Just demands a 3 block, which is really nice. This is pretty shit. I mean, just sending 6 is pretty good. This card just blocks really poorly, so I want to keep the 3 blocks around. So we're just sending 6. Man, this feels a little bad. Just to block 2. Because now I think I'm at that awkward spot where, like, I don't have too many more items in my deck to be able to, like, do the things that I'm trying to do. He's just going to skip through that window. Oh, he is decomposing? Okay. We'll put the cheaper one. I don't really want to give him a full hand, but I kind of am stuck here. I should have, in hindsight, I should have arsenaled this 6. So that's a mistake, but it's able to be learned from. I'm gonna mute again for her phone call. Yeah, I think we're in a awkward spot here. Are you still on the call? Okay. Okay. I want practice. I don't want to play Dorinthia. Dorinthia is not practice. Thanks for waiting while I was on mute, guys. I need to make sure to start prediction when we get into this next game. It's all the same heroes or half-assed levers, dude. Yup. Okay. You know what? I'll take this. This is fine. CNC's probably pretty good in this matchup. I like Whaler because he's kind of a pain in the ass. Kind of like this too. So maybe let's go. Where's my these? Oh. Vincent, sure. I will still. So we're gonna change slightly how I'm sideboarding. We'll go here. Less of this. What's some other spot that I can take out? I think. I think we'll go like that. Man, do I just start on Conquer? Just like... Let's see. What's my top card? Restless Bones. So I can go 3... That's probably fine. It's the fastest discard I've ever seen in my fucking life. My goodness. Here's 7. Technically 6. So you can give me his last 2 cards. If they're both 3 blocks. No. Okay. I like leaking some damage early. Put this back on bottom. An all blue hand. I'll need to check on their turn. Beseech. Sure. Could block just a tiny bit here. I want to check on top really fast. Chart the high seas on top. So we're gonna call, most likely. What we call for is the question. I guess because it's probably the most annoying thing, I would assume probably this, but he has the Reaping Blade to kill stuff. So maybe I go Rigor Mortis and just throw out like a pretty hefty attack here. Let's man, do I want to draw discard? Probably don't. Play this, pitch this. Maybe keep this here. You think gravy? I'll trust you. We'll see. It did a whole nothing for me. Got me 1 card deeper. I'm just gonna keep the Avasti no point in me using it otherwise. Okay. It's a lot of damage. He's just targeted me. So this is 4 damage straight to my face. Let me think here. I have no way of discarding these cards right now, which is really tough. I'm going to check my top card really fast. CNC. Okay. So let's... prevent some of the damage here. I'm going to take this one. Actually, hold on. Can I undo that one? We're gonna go back through this really quick. So I'm still gonna do this in the order that I did it. Say okay. Pass. This cracks. Pitch 1. I want to pitch this actually because it gives me a gold. Pitch 1. This. I want to put the limpet, I'm pretty sure, into I'd probably just banish this, I would assume. This seems like a terrible matchup. It could be. I'm not 100% sure. Banish this guy. Put this on bottom. So my thought process here is I can draw, discard, I can put this into the grave, I can give this go again. So we'll do this. We'll discard this. We play this. He's playing fucking Invert Existence just to eat my fucking stuff. Okay, this guy's just in open queue to be a dick, if I'm being completely honest. That's just rude. No banish, so he's gonna just swing Reaping, yeah. Pitch this stuff back in. Then gets his setup and Vin's weakness is Disruption, yeah, and I don't have that much Disruption. He just killed the Rigor Mortis as well with it. Okay. I mean, I have CNC here, which is pretty good. So, I gotta think through this turn. So, if I go play this... That's pretty good. So, I could play and discard... Discard this. There's one in Arsenal. I could play the Murray Le Fay, assuming that he doesn't do shenanigans. I want to discard this. I'd like to break the chain. Play Murray Le Fay. Sawbones is 2. And the Dead Threads. Play CNC pitching this. Just get rid of a dirge here. That's pretty good. Okay. Widespread ruin. This is just damage, so we're saying nothing. We're taking stuff here. Damage is just damage. But it's discard, right? He's gonna make me discard the Prismatic Leyline, like 1000%. I mean, Call to the Grave seems like a bad choice there, but okay, that's fine with me. Actually, I'm a resource short, huh? Because Golden Tipple costs one. Let's gamble. Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. I guess pitch the Leyline back in. Discard this. Draw a new card. It is a Leyline. I can't have fun this game. I'm not allowed to have fun, apparently. My opponent said, hey, you know, doing things, you don't get to do things. Sure. You know what? Let's Dead Threads. And he's going to invert existence. No. I got to break chain. I'm so tempted to just be a dick and attack for 0, but... Okay, we are Arcane Burying this turn. Does he have a yellow? Yeah, he does. 1, pitch this. Pitch this. Pitch this. Yes, we're gonna pitch the Tipple. Makes a couple more. Smacks me with the Deathly Whale. Oh, he's targeting the Murray. Now let's give a... Do I give it to Oyston or do I give it to Sawbones? I'm gonna give it to Oyston. Pretty good one to see on top, but I don't really have go again this turn. Actually, I do. Where is it? Hee hee hee. Secret tech. Not so secret tech, but secret tech. 6 go again. Am I playing Gravy and expecting to have fun? Yes. That's the whole point, right? You're supposed to have fun when you play these decks. I mean, I'm not having fun seeing this on the other side of the table every single time. You got boots still? Yeah, I didn't want to use the boots. I probably should have used the boots because that's an extra 4 damage. But it gets rid of Sawbones. Or at least I could have done like 6 here into 6 here into go again. This gets destroyed 4 here. I'm definitely blocking with this turn. This is a for sure. This is the okay. So do I prevent stuff here? What is this targeting? Me. I'm gonna skip the rune chance. So make another one. It's coming at me for 6 go again. So I won't be able to do too much here. Fun and gravy can't be in the same sentence. I guess. It's just the unlucky side of it. He's definitely killing Rigor Mortis. That is like almost guaranteed. We are going to banish Limpet because I don't have enough to do stuff with it. Venom Wraith at me. At Sawbones. Take 0. That gets hit for 6. Let's check the top real fast. Limpet on top is pretty sick. I like seeing Limpet on top, but I don't have a blue. So my utility here is limited. Do I go again the swing off of Rigor Mortis? With the boots? He has no setup here. Actually, hold on, sorry. Can we... I think it's worth it to threaten lethal here. This is still lethal. Give me this too. Okay. This card's gonna do work. Okay. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 9. So I want to... So I can't do anything about that. I'm gonna pitch here. This here. This is 8. If I give him my chest piece, I'm not dead. So you're telling me there's a chance. Sawbones is on top. Okay. So we want to... Yeah, I know. So let's destroy the top card. Then we're going to gravy. That is certainly a way to win the game. Oh my god. Discard this limpet here, and then we'll prismatically align into scar for a scar. Wait, does it not stack? Oh no, it does. It does. D-react. Woo! We got one. It did stack. Yeah, it just looked weird because it's red. For some reason I was expecting +2 because I'm so used to the yellow and the blue and stuff like that. I did get there, and I forgot to start a prediction perfectly as well. So that's super fun. So we at least went 1-2. Buffin didn't treat us good, but man, Gravy pulled one out. All right. I'm gonna mute for 2 seconds, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go back to here. Talk shit about Pockets till you get back. Nah, Pockets is cool. Pockets is cool. Don't talk shit about Pockets. One thing I do want to shout out is hopefully this works. I made a Discord. If you want to join so you can chit chat with me about games and decks and stuff like that, please join the link that's in chat right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I also have it linked on YouTube. If I don't have it linked on YouTube, then I will link it to YouTube as well. But join in, chit chat with us. We have some fun conversations in there. Sometimes we talk about life. Sometimes we talk about games. So it's a lot of fun in there. But I definitely want to make sure that, since we got a lot of people watching right now, I want to make sure that we get some more people in there so we can chit chat and try and build some of these decks out and make them just better in general. I am probably going to end up calling it right now, just so we can go and start making dinner or go and do what Lauren wants to do real quick. But just a quick glance at the Puffin list that we were testing today. I want to point out, so we removed the cogs and it felt fine. I was still getting a lot of good generation for cogs, but in the late game I noticed I was struggling a lot more. Why not use the boots not on the ally when it's killed makes it gold? I know that was a mistake. I did realize that. But also I wouldn't have had... Oh no, I would have had an open resource to be able to swing Rigor Mortis still. It was a mistake. So yeah, you're not wrong. But overall, I feel like this deck didn't do what I wanted it to do. I'm thinking CNC is probably fine in the maybes. This felt fine at 2. I didn't mind Teeth of the Cog. I thought it was okay. If we're going down 2 slots, I still need to figure out what 2 slots might end up feeling good. And I'm just not sure. What's our blue count? 23? And we removed 2 CNCs. I did notice that I was getting some pretty red heavy hands as well. So maybe it's possible that we go back to the 2 soup ups. Notifications are broken. Oh, yes, you did. It's because I'm on my full screen. I don't have the stuff on there. I do see your pack redemption. I will, here, can I replay that? I'm trying to see if it'll go off. No? Man, this thing is so annoying. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to make sure that I get that alert box. We're copying both of these guys. Copy. Where is copy? There. Full screen. Then we're going to drop them here. And they're on top. So now, if that ever happens again, it should actually go off correctly. And then if I sign in here, don't make me... I hate when it does this. We are going to open a pack for you, but I'm going to get this set up before I forget about it, because I know I'm going to forget about it, and I want to make sure that it's all set up, especially because we're going to have High Seas packs soon. And I want to make sure that we can open those guys up for you guys. Okay, Streamlabs, recent events, got those. It didn't let me do a replay on the pack redemption. That is so weird. Okay, I see the pack redemption. So we're gonna crack this. Okay? You're good at causing trouble? Dude, yeah. That's okay, though. We'll allow you to cause trouble a little bit. I need to break into this guy. This is a brand new box. So, before we get going, which pack do you want? Try and get all the stuff over there. Is there a specific spot you want me to jump into on this heavy hitters box? Left side, right side. Yo! It is a dot stream. What's going on, Kevin?
Is this real life? A dot stream dot hype.
Left side. Okay, so this is the left side. How far down do you want it? I gotta block and ban this guy real fast. Give me 2 seconds.
I got it.
You got it? Sweet. Thank you very much. Okay, so left side, how far down are we going? Exact middle? You're making this a chore for me. Alright. How are you doing, Kevin? Dude, Kevin has been around. Kevin's an in real life friend. We love Kevin here. Kevin's been hanging around since I've been streaming like Overwatch and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We got 2 middle packs here. One of these 2. Which one do you want? Pick one. We'll go one or 2. And also, Kevin, thank you for testing that. So we said 1 and 2, so we'll get 2. Thanks for testing the alerts that I just set up. That's also very convenient. Thank you for that. All right, we're gonna open a grains right now, right? Gotta get a grains here. Okay, really fast. Okay, this one has the alerts on it. This one has the alerts on it. All right, let's get this going. Stop focusing. Can we focus on the thunk? Can we focus on the thunk, please? It just really likes focusing on my face or something in the background. It's focusing on the plushies in the background. There we go. Got a thunk. Draw swords. Bonebreaker bellow. Command respect. Goblet of blood run wine. Lead with power. Yeah, camera said absolutely not. Performance bonus. Okay, not too bad. Rising speed. Stadium centerpiece. Rising energy. Test of strength I like. I need a few more of those for Project Blue. Gotta lay down the law. I'll reinforce the line. Anything fancy here? Blue. Rising speed foil, pretty, pretty. Anything fancy? Just fancy, not too fancy, just a little token. I always freak out when I see the heroes in that slot for some reason. Rip. Nothing too crazy. I do need the test of strength for Project Blue decks though, so it works out. And yeah, Kevin, dude, I'm streaming more regularly right now. We're doing all Flesh and Blood stuff now. I don't even know that you know that I play this game. It's been quite a while since I was streaming stuff. But the basic thing is we're getting back into streaming a little bit more consistently, but we're doing it specifically for Flesh and Blood stuff, and it's been good. Jumping back over to my full screen with camera really fast, we're going to put the Soup Ups back into the Puffin deck, and I think we're going to call it a day on deck building, testing, all that fun stuff. I've also got a ton of Project Blue decks that I'm working on, and then also got this Gravy deck. This is the Gravy deck we were playing earlier. I do need to figure out fixing this sideboard really desperately. So if you guys want to try and help me build this Gravy deck, I'm trying really hard. I know me and Pockets have been working on it, but he's given me some really good ideas. If you want to join in to the Discord and help us out trying to build the next big Gravy deck, that'd be awesome. So thank you guys for joining in today. I really appreciate it. I mean, just a short stream today, but it's so cool to jump on after work and get 12 people to just come in here and like hang out between Twitch and YouTube. That's crazy to me. When I streamed before, I mean, Kevin knows. Kevin was my one viewer when I was streaming before. Kevin's a homie. So thanks, Kevin, for being around, man. I appreciate you so much. And thanks to everybody else also for being here. I appreciate you guys coming in and just like hanging out with me while I do stuff that I'd be doing normally, and just gives me a good opportunity to like chit chat and talk with you guys. So yeah, thanks for joining in today. I will be live on Friday. I don't have a pre-release on Friday, so we'll be jamming games, probably starting around 2 Mountain Time, maybe 3 Mountain Time. And we'll be going till about 6, around kind of the same time that we're at right now. And then after this weekend, I'll end up doing a stream where I'll open up all the packs that I win from the pre-releases, so that's stuff to look forward to. And then that following Friday, I'm going to be buying at minimum 1 case. I've already prepaid for it. So I've got 1 case that will be opening live on stream as well. So we will also be doing like a full case opening. I'll get the camera all set up nice and fancy, and we can go through and hopefully pull some cool cards. And hopefully we get a crazy treasure pack or something. That'd be kind of nice. All right. Thanks again for joining it today. This means a lot, and it's really cool that I get to share like my passion with you guys. It means a lot. So thank you very much. I'm gonna run over and get dinner started, but I will see you guys on Friday. We'll jam more games. I don't know if we'll be doing Gravy or if we'll be doing Puffin, but I want to practice Puffin more. She's just feeling a little awkward in these open CC games right now, so I'm hoping that when everything goes legal for high seas, some of this awkwardness with the open CC queue kind of goes away. So yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. I will see you Friday. Peace.